As we proceed, I am now going to call upon our speaker, Ms. Mofoluso Akintayo. She's going to be giving us a lecture for about 15 minutes and is going to be premised upon transforming employee engagement, moving beyond the golden rule.
Good evening once more, everyone. So I'm just here to share this knowledge sharing session with you all. The theme is transforming employee engagement, moving beyond the golden rule. So a quick introduction is just to let us know that there are gaps that organizations have, or say business leaders have, with their team members. And we're just going to be sharing a few nuggets on how you can make this better, such that there will be adequate employee engagement within the business. While I must say that we give to others the things that we appreciate, it is important to know them, to know what they actually want. This is where we talk about the golden rule versus the platinum rule. At the end of this session, you'll be able to understand the positive impact of employee engagement. You will gain tools and insights to help develop yourselves and shape organizational policies. And you will know the need or the importance of having engaged leaders, as they're the essential precursor to engaged employees. So what is employee engagement? While I have a couple of competing definitions, I would like to stick with one which I will see most applicable in this course. Employee engagement is a workplace approach resulting in the right conditions for all members of the organization to give in their best each day, to be committed to the organization's goals and values, to be motivated to contribute to the organization's success with an enhanced sense of their own well-being. This is ultimately a win-win, if I must say, because both parties involved in the business are going to be yielding appropriately for you to make sales in your business. This is an engagement value chain. So it is clearly stated here for us to see, what you put in is what you get as the result. So engaged employees get to work harder, they work longer, they make less mistakes, they have the desire to succeed because they have been carried along. Top management has communicated to them on what needs to be done, and they've all gone through the process to see the end of it as a team to win. So engaged employees will give an increase in customer service and satisfaction. They'll have the urge and the ability to help others. There will be teamwork, most definitely. There'll be increased productivity as well as quality. All of this as a whole comes to an outcome of increased retention. Your employees enjoy working with you because they've been carried along all through the stage or the process of getting things done. They understand the business. There'll be increased innovation because being engaged, you always want to look out for the next thing you can do to make the business better. Then there'll be great customer loyalty because internally, your employees are providing great services or goods depending on the industry that you find yourself in. Now, I speak of these engagement tools as the dashboard that, as a business leader, it is important that you have these things in place for your employees to be able to bring out the best in them. When we talk of safety, we talk of, the physical safety. Your employees know that when they're in the workplace, there's a safe work environment. They have the psychological thinking that they wake up every morning and they go to a job. They have that safety and understanding, knowing that, when they fail, they have like a family around to put them through. And there's a financial safety because they're getting paid at the end of the month for their contribution into your business. The next is the relationship with your employees or your people in whatever role you stand in. Be clear about your expectations. So these are the things that would have been mentioned in like your job descriptions and your policies and what you expect from them on the job performance and in terms of their behavior. Business leaders should go to an extent to personally to look out for the employees personally and even professionally. You should provide reasonable accommodation. Some people go all the way to be able to provide like loan facilities to the employees just so that they can get their issues on the outside or personal needs sorted while they can face your job. Invest in employee development. You should provide the equipment that your employees need to work. That is very important. Then there is mastery, where they know that they are skilled at their jobs. They know that if you need to get this thing done, you can come to Mofoluso and she's going to deliver for you. That gives them that sense of engagement in the business. Then we speak about rewards and recognition, whether it is cash, whether it is non-cash benefits. You should be able to extend to your employees some kind of recognition for the work that they have done. So I'm just going to speak briefly on Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where in his theory of motivation, he was particular about the needs of individuals at every point of their life. So now I'm only just translating this into employee engagement with the business owners, whereby at the physiological stage, your employees know that they're settled financially, they have that mental health awareness that they wake up and go to their workplaces and they have a roof over their head, they can pay for bills at the end of the month. This too applies to the safety. They know that they get to go to work and all is well. They can pay at least a large portion of their bills while they still work with you. Then you move to love and belonging. This is very important because we have some people who don't have so much activities or fun in their personal life, and they look out, excuse me please, and they look out to come into the office to be able to meet the community in the workplace, whereby that is where they have their friends and that is where they relate with other people or even some self issues that they just want to share. Then we move to esteem. Esteem is the point in which you have achieved all the other needs from below and you are in a position that you have the ability to start influencing people. Yes, you know that you have gotten to a stage that you can say this to others, you can give yourself as examples on how you have grown, how you have been rewarded, and you want to speak it to others to grow in that part. Then the final is the self-actualization. At this stage, it's like the height, yes, of an individual's needs. So you see yourself at the peak, at the particular place that you're in. Thus, you are looking forward to, growing into higher positions. So I can say today, I'm a manager, I need more challenging roles, and I think it's high time I move into, a director role or whatnot I think I can fit into based on my skills, experience, and development of myself. So quickly, this is just a quick guide on an engagement interview. If you haven't done it before, you should always make sure that it's a listening tour. You're listening and you give whoever you are engaging the opportunity to ask open-minded questions as well as answers if you may require them. Don't be defensive. Don't attempt to fix anything at that point in time. Just listen using the 2-to-1 ratio such that you have your 2 ears to listen and you only speak with 1 mouth. Basically, talk less, listen more. So questions, sample questions around, how are you doing? Those are kind of personal. Then you move to the job in terms of what is working well, what can we do differently, how am I doing for you, depending on the person's role, maybe the person is your direct report. These questions are important to ask because you'll be amazed at what you will get from feedback, especially anonymous feedbacks. You'll be amazed that even sometimes some spaces might see you, the business owner, as the problem. For example, in instances where you don't have clear-cut code of conduct or workplace policies, whereby you speak this today and you act the other tomorrow, that conflicts. So it's important as a business leader or manager to keep yourself accountable, which is why it is good to have these things in place so that you know that you also need to be compliant, come what may. So the golden rule here that I'm talking about is simply a principle that should always be followed, which may not always be the case in the world that we find ourselves in now. Many leaders believe that giving an employee a fat paycheck means that all your effort and commitment and creativity, the employee must have them all, but that's not it. Even though you can pay a lot, that will wear off after some time if a couple of things are not in place, such as your workplace culture. I can't imagine being paid a large amount of money, let's even say 2 million naira per month, but I have a boss who is going to see me and just insult me right there and there for no just cause. No, that is going to wear down on me no matter the amount of money that I get paid for. So basically, you can talk about lack of inspiration or opportunity to grow. But right now, all I have been saying is basically telling us that we should move to the team platinum. We should go beyond what the norm is and put in some human feelings when we're dealing with people. This is very important as the quality of your team definitely reflects on the leader. As a leader, if you engage your team and you know what's wrong, because they are the ones, your employees are the grassroots. As the author said, they are your internal customers. There are a lot of things as a business owner that you would not see, but they would see. So trust me when I say getting feedback, especially anonymous feedbacks, will go a long way to open your eyes to some aspects of your business that you would have never thought of existed. So from research, it says that 59% of employees are more engaged when they are supervised by highly engaged managers than by actively disengaged managers. So I would like to tell you today, as a leader, there are a couple of things that we say or we do that people see, and that reflects our culture, that reflects who we are, that reflects our uniqueness. And unfortunately, if we have, some areas that need to be worked on, you would have people who look up to you doing the same. You will have people who look up to you thinking it is the norm, which is not so. So Team Platinum is the way to go. You should look for ways to improve yourself. You should look around what your business is saying, what your internal customers, those are your staff, are saying about your business, and look for ways in which you can grow and improve, because at the end of the day, it's only going to yield you more profits and sales. So in conclusion, when engaging your team members or your employees or your subordinates or whatever it is, whatever industry you find yourself, you should always keep it simple. You should treat people the way they want to be treated, not the way you would want to treat them. That is very important. And the quality of your managers and leaders matter. So as an entrepreneur, it starts from you. It starts from you doing the right thing. It starts from you, encouraging the right behaviors, which has also been mentioned in the book. Thank you, everyone, for listening to my lecture. I hope you've learned one or two things and put it back into your businesses. Thank you so much.